So let's talk about Superman John Kent issue number 5 because oh my gosh, this DC is doing something, John. Uh, okay. Written by Tom Taylor with art by Clayton Henry. John continues his quest for information about the Injustice universe. So, in the last issue, he met with Batman's group, suspicious of Lex Luthor's collaboration and behavior and the way he was acting. John then visited the J of this world, his counterpart's boyfriend, which is just a weird sentence to say. I thought John was like 10 years old, like 5 years ago. Isn't that weird? Anyway, unaware that Damien actually placed a tracker on him, and after John actually left, after talking with Jay, Damien just came into Jay's apartment and questioned him. So, let's jump into the story. That's pretty much all you need to know. This issue starts with a flashback revealing how Superman was tricked by the Joker into unknowingly killing Lois Lane, and it's being told by Batman as he recounts as how Superman became a ruthless dictator, mostly. And John's takeaway from this is to question his father's actions and how he could have fallen so far, and he says that Superman should be accountable for his actions, and his words just draw surprise reactions from everyone. They all think that he sounds like Lois, including Catwoman, who I don't think they ever interacted in the Injustice universe. That's a weird thing. Well, anyway, then Harley tries to apologize for killing John in this world, and it's weird. And he just lashes out, reminding her that she still stood by the Joker, which is true. John urges her to just make a difference and leave a positive impact on her, telling her to pay for what she did. We then switch over to the Hall of Justice where we see both Superman and Damien, and Damien is just he's just a little jerk. So Damien beat up and took Jay to the Hall of Justice where he's been questioning him. Superman thinks that's a little bad, obviously, because he's not full blown year 5 Superman at this point, I guess. But Damien reveals that he is indeed jealous of, John, because, I guess he's his real son, and now Superman has his real son now. Damien actually reveals that he actually put a tracker on John, and he's been actually working with Cyber to actually reveal where John actually is, and he knows that he's teaming up with Batman. So his idea for this is to actually show up at the location where John is at immediately in Catstone. But Superman prefers to only strike after John leaves. Meanwhile, with the regime members, they're brainstorming ways to actually defeat Superman. John's fully aligned with them, but wants to avoid causing harm even to his distorted father. Bruce informs the others that he'll come up with a plan on distracting Superman and assuring that the other members of the Justice League aren't around. Batman says they'll implement their plan tomorrow, so Barbara says that maybe you should go see Superman again just in case he gets suspicious of where you are, so he leaves. And then, an hour later, the insurgency invades the regime's base, and Batman attempts to retrieve his superpowers, but Superman vaporizes them. The insurgency just takes down the regime. Then, Batman questions how Superman found them. Superman reveals that John led them there. Damien then obnoxiously interjects, saying that he put a tracker on John and asks his father if he's proud of him. Oh my gosh, I just hate this version of Damien. He's so arrogant. It reminds me of Damien when he was introduced. I hate him. Anyway, the story transitions again with John arriving at the Fortress of Solitude. He plays a message from his mother that she recorded earlier that she actually gave him in the first issue, I believe, praising his big heart and his compassion as his true superpower. It's just, so corny. Uh, well, reading it right now, it's so corny. After the hollow image or message ends, we then see Jonathan and Martha Kent again, the best characters from the Justice Comics. Anyway, we see both of them, and they originally think that John is like a Superman displaced from like a period, but John explains that he's actually from another Earth, and he's the son of Clark and Lois. And they have a pretty interesting conversation because Martha and John still want their son to be saved, but they don't know how. And John himself says like he wants to save Clark and he wants to save the world, but he feels like he might have to hurt Clark in order to save the world. And like Martha's like, that's okay. You need to put him on a better path, a path of healing. And like honestly, best thing about this book is this conversation, but the conversation is interrupted when Superman is takes over all the broadcasts and informs the world that he's got Batman's regime. Clark reveals that he actually has the heroes, and Catwoman and Barbara are going to be in prison forever, while Batman and Harley Quinn are going to be executed tomorrow. And I love how Batman confronts Superman, stating that John will stand against him. As it's like, yeah, of course, because he has the essence of Superman inside him. He's like Superman's son. Obviously, he does stand against him. And as he's dragged away, he declares that it took John less than 48 hours to oppose you. And it's a great moment, to be honest. It's pretty good, to be honest. I like it. And Harley then interjects, saying that Superman should listen to Batman because he's making some sense. And in response, Superman lashes out of her, reminding her of her involvement in Lois's death, and threatening her that she'll be silenced after the following day. God. I like Batman's line more, but Superman lashing out is fine too. Whatever. And this is where this comic ends. And overall, this comic is like decent. I'm not really that much of a fan of like adult like slash teen John. Still, I'm not comfortable with him because at this point John basically has the morals of Superman, but he's had not really had time to like develop like his morals, his powers, or anything with his father. It's kind of like uninteresting at this point because you see Superman or John Kent Superman, whatever, going on and just doing his own adventures without his dad, and it's like just no family dynamic anymore. It's just like John going off on his own, or like Superman being displaced on World. It's just like, why? Why would you do this, DC? You have this like perfectly, aged character, and then you just age him up. I know it's Brian Michael Bendis who did this, but like, can someone de-age him? And why does he? I'm kind of surprised like how like Jay is still in this book, even if not many people really like Jay that much. I don't really like Jay that much, to be honest. But like, other than that, that's the story. Thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate you if you got to the end of this video, and I know like not a lot of people do. But thanks for watching. I appreciate it. If you want to follow me on Patreon or any of my socials, link in the description below. If you want to check out any of my other videos, then subscribe. And if you want notifications, you can subscribe to. I'm not forcing you to. You can not, or you can. Who knows? Anyway, see you guys.